Hello, people. Is my me? I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Here. All right, let's get started. Back to where we left off yesterday. Why is there no sound? Why is there no sound? Excuse me. Sound? Oh, I forgot to switch the thing. I'm dumb. Haha. That's why there's no sound. I'm an idiot. Aha. There we go. Here, I want to take my shoe off really quick. Or my shoes. No, should I just do a one shoe stream? Maybe. Oh, there we go. Yay, my feet can breathe. Free from these shoe prisons. Ooh, God. Do not smell good. Alright. I am working on the next step of my streaming career, 150 days in, and that is making a schedule, because I think I'm having enough content and games to where I feel comfortable enough to make a schedule. So, recap, we went on a train, we fell asleep due to drug coffee, everyone died. Mr. Foxman is the culprit, as of right now at least. I'm still not fully convinced. I think it was Melanie, the tall, hot one, which I could be wrong though. So, and now we're in the Mind Labyrinth.
Sir, I don't really get it. What do you mean the first car was cut off?
The shaking happened just before the blackout, right? Huh? Did it just shake? What was that? The lights went out for a moment and came back on. At that time, the first car was disconnected from the rest of the Amaterasu Express. As a result, the main control system failed, and after a brief blackout, it switched to the backup.
But why cut off the first car? Why go through all that trouble?
Of course, to move the body in the train car. To do that.
Ah! There it is again! It's bigger than ever!
How much longer will this keep happening? I feel like I'm going to suffocate.
Now's not the time to be suffocating!
Again?
We need to
On with the entire.
Given that the first car was cut off so that the body could be moved. Right. I think I see what happened.
Seems like you got it. Let's do this. Lay it on.
Hold on. Is that what I think it is? There's. Wait.
Try to solve it lickety split.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Is there an E? If there's an E, I got this. Oh, let's just. I don't see an E, so I know what it is. I disagree. Strongly.
That's right. Nice.
I don't understand how that could have happened. Oh, yeah, yep. Let's skip this part. I forgot about this.
That's right. He transported the corpse using the entire first car. That's why the first car was disconnected.
transported the corpse with the entire car? Nonsense.
Yeah, I really don't understand. If you ask me.
The first car is at the front of the train. Aphex's corpse was in the fifth car, in the back. Even if you detach the front car, how do you move it all the way to the rear?
Master?
Don't be scared.
Lots of villains transform after they've been cornered.
Calm down. Stay calm.
Think.
How could you swap the position of the first and fifth cars? If I can answer that, I can solve this mystery once and for all. How did it happen?
That reminds me. Master, earlier when you were talking about the shaking and mentioned the blackout, blackout only happened once, but the shaking happened twice.
Yeah, it definitely shook 2 separate times. Right before entering the tunnel, and right after the first time was when the train car was disconnected.
Yeah, just, oh, something happened to the train then too.
The shaking at the end of the tunnel felt similar to when Car 1 disconnected.
There's no point thinking about it. You're stuck in this labyrinth for all eternity.
Master, here it comes! You gotta solve the mystery and defeat him!
Your deductions aren't worth a damn thing because they're all
Wrong.
from the very beginning.
I gotta say, Mystery Phantom Zilch makes it seem like Zilch is guilty, not gonna lie. I understand how, I understand why, but
So it shook twice near the tunnel. What of it?
shit.
You mean the train car was separated, connected? Why would that even matter? Even if you managed to separate car 1, how could it be moved to the rear? The train was always running on the same tracks.
Shit.
There's no way to shuffle the train cars around. This is the truth.
No! At that time, not all the cars were moving on the same track. The track that the Amaterasu Express was on separated into double tracks right before entering the tunnel. So by taking advantage of the double tracks, it's possible to switch out the train cars.
See, I guess that makes sense.
The first time the train shook was before entering the tunnel, which was caused by Car 1 separating. After that, the separated Car 1 entered the other track, while the rest of the train proceeded on the main track. The 2 tracks rejoin after the tunnel. That's where Car 1 connected to the end of the train. This is when the train shook for the second time.
You're right! First car moved all the way to the
Wait, no, hold on, hold it.
Normally, it's impossible for a single train car to function on its own. But the controls, but all train.
If each train car can operate autonomously, then car 1 can function on its
So,
own. Doesn't that solve everything? It's
No, that's
crazy.
Using your method to rearrange the train cars would connect the first car to the end, which would leave it behind the fifth car. In other words, it becomes the sixth car, but that doesn't exist. So, you're telling me you found Aphex's corpse in the non-existent sixth car?
Oh, you're right.
Do you get it? You're the one who's wrong. Everything you've deduced is wrong!
No, I'm not wrong. The truth lies
Just ahead.
of us. I will prove it to you.
Right now, really? Now's not the time for beach. Nope. No. 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 I don't understand that question.
Maybe the Amaterasu Express doesn't have 5 cars. What if there were only 4 cars to begin with? If that's the case, then to me, Car 1 could be made to look like Car 5.
Huh? So there weren't 5 cars the whole time, but instead 4?
That's why Melanie said the 5th car's door was broken while we were in transit.
But you can't access the 5th car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and... So, it wasn't broken. The 4th car was actually the farthest one back from the get-go?
I'm sure the real 5th car was left behind at the station when we departed. So the train took off with only 4 cars. There was another Car 1 at our destination. If it connected upon arrival, then the train would have 5 cars again. So the Car 1 where I was knocked out became the 5th car at the end of the line. And when I was questioned by the Peacekeepers, the Car 1 there was another car prepared at the station specifically for this plot.
The real Car 1 was waiting at the station's platform, and all the Peacekeepers... So they were all in up.
Or you can assume that the Peacekeepers themselves were the ones who prepared the other Car 1. If there was another Car 1, then there will be something that sets it apart from the original Car 1. For example, the way the window glass was broken in the infirmary will be different from how I broke it.
You mean when you used the fire extinguisher to smash the infirmary's window? So they knew you would do that? That's how they were able to imitate it in the new Car 1?
I think I was set up to reach for that fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher was left in a conspicuous spot in the hallway. That's how they pulled off swapping the
Okay.
1st and 5th cars. It was all a trap to set me up as the culprit. Isn't that zilch?
Hi! Welcome in, Raven.
Almost
We're
there.
back with more detective stuff.
Culprit.
Man, I can't believe it's been 150 days since I've started streaming.
That was a pretty solid...
That's the current conclusion, yes. He faked his death.
Very
Um,
impressive.
So the body we found it that burnt alive. The burnt body was switched with it'll be all explained. I'll explain it. I can't explain it right now.
There was no time for bragging.
I'm sure there would be a final, like a. No, it was not Melanie. I think the way they set it up, I think they set it up for a possibility for it to be Melanie and like maybe an alternate script, maybe. But my first suspect was correct. My second suspect was
I don't know
incorrect.
what's gonna happen next.
No, so.
You know, making the 1st car look like the 5th was a really...
Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can explain what happened with no dialogue talking in my ear. So, starting from the get-go, the coffee, you were here for this, but the coffee was drugged, right? Drugged by Zilch. So, he thought we would go into the bathroom, but we didn't. So, no, not the bathroom, to the infirmary, but we didn't go to the infirmary, we went to the bathroom. Yep. So, so we went to the bathroom instead, passed out for 2 hours. Zilch found us there as like, oh, I could work with this. So he killed Aphex first, and then Zange, then Poochie, then Melanie, and then he faked his own death with the fire, used the smoke as a distraction to escape, and he took Aphex's body and hid it in the bed with him, and then left after replacing his body with Aphex's body, right? And then we put it out, think he's dead, and move on. Go through each car. When the lights went out, that was car 1 detaching and causing issues with the train, hence the backup system activating. And apparently there's 2 rails. There are 2 rails. So it split off from the tunnel. So car 1 became car 5. So by the time we got to car 5, we found Aphex's body despite it being the first car. And his body being the first. And what we just figured out, there was actually only 4 cars, which is why car 5 was quote-unquote locked, like Melanie told us, which was incorrect. And actually, there was only 4 cars, so it would make it seem like car 1 was car 1 and car 5 was car 5. And then there was a 5th car waiting at the station. So, yep. I mean, I would have probably gotten there myself if Melanie wasn't so suspicious. Just saying. But besides the point. I think my number 1 suspect was correct, Zilch. Reason? Couldn't tell you. But I know they're framing us. That is for sure the thing. We are to be framed.
This is just the.
Yo, you could get volume playback?
Trick to pull off.
Interesting.
I'm surprised the train cars could disconnect and reconnect so smoothly.
The train's automatic operating system must have had it programmed before we departed.
Even the trick with the swapping train car?
Probably. It had to have been done automatically.
Well, it'd be easy for Amaterasu. They own the train.
That's what I'm worried about. Even if I obtain the truth here, won't they just ignore what I say and arrest me anyway?
I keep telling you not to worry about it. As long as you have the truth, the culprit can't escape.
Why are you so sure of that?
She's a demon lady. Just trust her. Good news, I am working on setting up a schedule for games throughout these upcoming weeks.
What is this?
Looks like a fort to me.
See.
With this kind of protection, I bet the truth is in there for sure. You just have to destroy it.
Destruction to all
The truth.
is here. Hell yeah.
You can't have the truth. It's impossible to destroy this fortress. Just give up and leave!
Whenever a culprit takes a last stand like this, you know we're just a step away from unriddling this labyrinth.
Yeah, I have enough games to play for stream,
How
so
dangerous you really are. After all, he did try to set you up.
I was gonna play Rivals tonight because Ultron just got released, but I'll say that for another night.
We gotta do this.
I want to figure out a day that could just be a random game day, right? But I don't know what day that could be because it would have to be, I would have to make it whenever I have off for a random game day because I like my random games, but I like doing them for a few hours more than just a little bit of time. I guess I could work something out on Thursdays, maybe, or Saturdays. Maybe Saturday could be random game day. No. I think actually Sundays would be best for random game days. Thinking about it. Yeah, Sundays for sure. Because even if I worked that Sunday, I'm still home by 7. And I could play for at least 5 hours, aka till 1 a.m. So. maybe Sundays will be random game day. So like Rivals or Minecraft or something like that. No, maybe more Jackbox in the future or Pokemon or whatever the hell I decide. So, and I'm thinking after I beat Rain Code, maybe Subnautica Below Zero. If not that, maybe Danganronpa 2, because I've already played the first one on stream. So I might replay Danganronpa 2 on stream. So.
It's roadkill time!
Yeah, it is great. I remember day one like this yesterday. Freaking day one was Alice Madness Returns. Just first stream. And then stream 2, stream 3, stream 4. I think the first 7 streams were Alice Madness Returns. And then I did a little bit of Stardew Valley multiple days in a row. And then a little bit of Rivals, and then a little bit of Minecraft. And I think it just kind of went from there to there, here and there, every now and again. It's crazy that we're almost halfway. Yeah, Bioshock was day 100. I don't know if I'm going to return to Bioshock. If I'm being completely honest, I found it extremely boring. Not very stimulating. I like games that are story, but I really prefer detective games. I really prefer detective games or games that require me to use my brain to think and just puzzle solve. I mean, Subnautica, the reason why I enjoyed that is because of the exploration and the minor puzzle solving. Like, oh, I need to go do this and this before I can do this. You know, I like making my brain think and work correct, like just in a way, you know. I might go back to Bioshock, I don't know. So I would love more puzzle games. I really would. I don't know how many more puzzle games are out there, but I would love to go back to them. So there's some multiplayer ones I would love to play, but I need a friend to play them with. So we'll see in the future. I do want to do more Outlast Trials at some point. I really want to try to do the hardest difficulty and see if I can with Shadowless or Dead to Rights. Because me and Shadowless Dead to Rights got really close. They got really, really close. We got to the end and then just couldn't do it. So. But yeah. What the hell is this? What the fuck? God should've got me.
Shinigami's tutorial.
The last stand of Phantom, tear through all obstacles with the mega-sized god. Great onset destroyer, me.
Let's do this, Master.
I'm not into that type of stuff. Okay? Please orders with a corresponding kick. Closes in, and the screen slows down. Press the button to attack. Missing the input timing means failure and taking damage, so be careful.
I won't let you have the truth.
Ah, god damn it.
I see.
Tackle. Alright.
Go away. Give up and scram.
I see.
Alright.
Watch out.
Your deduction is wrong. Go away.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Don't come near me.
Oh, shit.
Don't go. so many consoles. Stop it! Switching the first and fifth cars is just your imagination. It's a completely baseless lie.
You're good, Raven. I don't shame people.
They ever swapped.
Solution key. What solution key?
Check, check. Come on, hurry up and decide. Use the solution key to smash through the wall, Master.
You're wrong. Huh?
Yeah.
Wrong? No, there are traces of a swap. The warped plate from Car 5.
The reason that plate was burned so thoroughly is because originally it said Car 1.
Aha. See,
As it was,
I put that
it would've
together.
messed up your plot to make Car 1 look like Car 5. That's why you made extra sure it was burned beyond recognition.
Here I go.
Nonsense.
There we go.
I burned the plate to disguise it? No, I didn't do that! Stop it! Stop! Go away! Get away from me! Get away! Get away! It just happened to be easily burned! But with it burned, you have no way of knowing what number car it was. So there's nothing backing up your deduction. You have no hard evidence proving that location was the first car.
Yes, I do.
Looks like we need another solution key to boom kill him.
Uh.
Master.
I think it's this one.
There is proof.
The culprit probably didn't notice it, but I remember. It's
My blood.
What?
When I was trying to get into the infirmary in Car 1, I cut my finger on the glass. When I reached through
Alright,
the unlocked
I would have
door,
figured
must have gotten
that out
bullets.
a lot sooner if I knew he
The
cut
bloodstain would've
himself.
been hidden while the interlock was open. That's probably why the culprit missed it. My blood, which was left behind in Car 1, was found in Car 5. This proves that someone pulled off the car switching trick. This is the truth of the case.
I would have solved that a lot, the whole car switching thing, a lot fucking sooner if I would have known he cut his finger, because I would have pieced together the blood. Just saying. Not to sound braggy or nothing, but I would have. I just didn't realize he cut his finger, because nothing really pointed that out or said it.
I'm not done yet!
What? He's still going? Let us boom kill you already.
If Car 1 became Car 5, then where did the culprit supposedly hiding in the infirmary go? You had to have checked the fifth car, but the culprit wasn't there.
The bed. The bed was hiding something.
The culprit must have been hiding somewhere in the fifth car, probably someplace safe.
Alright, hold on. I think. If I had to guess. Hold on. So, original thought process, he's hiding behind the bed because it was in a manner that was fucked up. But, is that it? Yeah. The one room we couldn't enter.
The culprit was hiding inside the main
Same
control
whole room.
which was locked shut the entire time. I didn't have the key, so I could never have gotten inside. I bet the culprit moved there from the infirmary while Car 1 was running on the second track. If the train's management company, Amaterasu Corporation, was involved, the culprit may have had the key. And then they hid in a blind spot I couldn't see from the window. That's how they got past me.
No, it's not me. I'm not the culprit.
Great detective work. I call that a critical hit. He seems like he's
Something
very
still seems off though.
All that's left is to finish him off.
Finish him off? How do I do that?
Shove all of your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can.
That low-key goes hard though.
Time to expose this crime.
Alright, so this is similar to Danganronpa. Gotcha.
The correct answer is somewhere inside your. This could be the clincher. There's only one truth.
Alright. No, that's not what I want. Oh, god damn it. Alright, I didn't want to do that. I without you have to click. Okay. Wait. I can't. So I can't do that yet. Okay. All right. Okay. Right in the main control room. Okay, that was kind of the first one. I don't know. Clarify what you mean by what is that the first one? I don't know. Wait, what's this? What did the culprit burn? All right. Who is the culprit? Wait. Oh shit, I'm dumb. I thought this was something else. I wasn't paying attention to the other pictures. Yeah, this is correct. That's correct. Alright, so we woke up and we found the ticket. So we rushed to the train. We get in, talk with everyone, introduce everyone. We have some coffee, right? We drink the coffee, so we get sick. And everyone drinks the coffee. This guy is the mastermind. He burns everyone, kills everyone. We wake up and find him. And as we're trying to go in, we break it, the smoke, and he hides himself. And by the time we find him, he's burned. And then, so he goes to main control room, detaches the car, blackout happens, backup systems go on. Then we go and find all the bodies. And then he burns this so we can't figure out his car won. Then we find Apex's. And yeah, and then we run. The culprit is... Oh, wait, whoops. Zilch. This thing is going to go through it for us.
Step right up, step right up. 5 master detectives slain before their time, and Amaterasu Corporation has master in their sights. Truth bombs are about to be dropped. Time for the deduction denouement.
Yeah, we did know it from the beginning, apparently.
The incident unfolded aboard the Amaterasu Express, which was on its way to Kanaiwar. I rushed onto the train as it was about to depart. At that time,
I'm gonna mute myself for this.
Cars.
All because you were fast asleep in the lost and found, Master. If you kept snoozing, the case would never be solved.
When the train started moving, it was only 4 cars long. The 5th and final one was left at the station.
And so, the culprit scheme had already begun. Meaning Amaterasu Corporation was involved from the get-go.
On the train, the master detectives were gathered together in car 2. That was the dining car. And the culprit had already mixed a knockout drug into every drink there.
I thought culprit was the first person on the train, so they could prepare in advance and wait for everybody else.
I felt unwell, and Melanie went to the trouble of pouring me a coffee. But after drinking it, I started to feel drowsy. I was hearing things at the time and thought that I might be seriously ill, but it was actually the drug.
This god yours truly was responsible? Sticks and stones won't do much to a dead god, but slander stings!
The culprit sent me off to car 1 in order to frame me as the killer.
I'm sure the culprit didn't expect you to get sick, Master, but since you look like a super easy target, they probably changed their plan and went after you instead.
Once I left, the other master detectives must have fallen asleep because of the drugged drinks.
The culprit then burned everyone to death, setting all those master detectives on fire on purpose. What a psycho!
This was when the culprit put their plan to frame me into motion. First, they carried Apex's charred corpse to the infirmary in car 1.
The very first body we found.
Then, they deliberately left a fire extinguisher near the restroom I was sleeping in. This was done to prompt me into smashing the door later.
Gotta have someone get inside somehow, or else nobody would find the body.
Next, the culprit entered the infirmary, locked the door, and laid down on the bed with Apex's charred corpse.
Jumping into bed with a charred corpse! And here I thought chivalry was dead! What a gentleman! I'm actually a little jealous.
A knife and cushion created the red herring.
I have a way to pretend to be dead.
culprit set the room on fire just as I was waking up.
While you were sleeping, I felt someone come into the restroom. They must have seen me then and timed it.
When I woke up in the restroom and went into the hallway, Car 1 was beginning to fill with smoke.
Oh, that's some precise timing!
I caught a glimpse of Zilch in the infirmary, with a knife lodged in his chest.
But it didn't take long for the smoke to obscure everything.
That was when the culprit took out Aphex's burnt corpse, switched places with it, and waited for me to enter the room while hiding beneath the bed.
It's just like a magic trick, switching places under a veil of smoke.
Meanwhile, I found the fire extinguisher on the floor, smashed the window, unlocked the room, and went inside.
Just like the culprit planned. And that's why they left the fire extinguisher there in the first place.
After the smoke cleared, I found Zilch's body, burnt to a crisp. At least, that's what I thought. The charred corpse was actually Aphex. The culprit had me completely fooled.
That must have been why they picked the time-consuming method of roasting someone to death. Plus, the body was about the right size.
I bolted out of Car 1 after seeing the corpse.
The culprit was under the bed at that time. They probably laughed at you from there, watching everything unfold like they planned.
I went on to discover the charred corpses of the other master detectives. Around that time, the culprit came out from under the bed and went to the main control room in Car 1. Controlling the train from there, they detached Car 1.
That caused the blackout and shaking, and the power source was switched over to the backup system. So when the train shook, was there or was there not jiggling in the gas? Take a guess.
While the detached Car 1 was running on a separate track, the culprit went to work, preparing to disguise Car 1 as Car 5.
What about the jiggling?
First, Aphex's corpse was carried to the corridor. The necklace removed earlier was placed back on.
Then the car 1 number plate was burned so that it couldn't be properly identified.
With everything in place, the culprit went into the main control room, locked the door, and waited for the train cars to reconnect.
At this time, the culprit was riding in car 1 on the other track, right?
Yeah, the train, which was only cars 2, 3, and 4 at the time, remained on course.
Since we were in a tunnel, I didn't even realize car 1 was moving alongside us.
The train we were on went through the tunnel with only 3 cars. When it came out of the tunnel, the car with the culprit in it attached to car 4. Now behind car 4, that car became car 5.
The swap was pre-programmed into the train's automatic operating system, right? Technology sure is convenient.
The culprit, riding in car 1, attached it to the back of car 4. That caused more shaking, but there was no blackout this time because the power supply stayed the same.
Additional shaking occurred inside my blouse, but the power stayed on.
After that, I mistook car 1 for car 5 and walked right in. The culprit wrecked it so much I didn't even notice the door I had smashed when I was in car 1 before.
I figured there'd been some kind of brawl. But that was part of the culprit's plan, wasn't it? Also, no one would realize was actually car 1.
When I found the corpse, I deduced that it was Aphex from the necklace it had on. But I was just rediscovering the same charred corpse from car 1. The disguised corpse and the car switch completely fooled me.
Reusing a dead body? Oh, this is a despairingly brilliant idea!
When the train arrived in Khanaiwar, it connected to a different, prearranged car 1.
And with that, the train once again had 5 cars. So much attaching and detaching. What a stupid, crazy, elaborate trick!
The Peacekeepers were lying in wait at the station. As the sole survivor, I was set up as the one responsible for the murders.
And Amaterasu was in on it! That really turns me on!
You mean pisses me off, right?
During that time, the culprit stayed hidden in the main control room of the disguised Car 1. And waited for the Peacekeepers to haul you in, Master. They were right there at the scene.
After burning all the master detectives, the culprit faked their own death and tried to frame me as the killer. It was a cunning, cold-blooded scheme.
And the evildoer who committed these countless contemptible crimes is none other than... Zilch Alexander!
It was you! This is the truth I've uncovered!
I forgot we're in the labyrinth. Not gonna lie.
Is that it? What's this?
It's the truth. It's the soul of the true culprit who made this mystery labyrinth.
The soul of the true culprit? Wait, what am I supposed to do with this?
Now it's time for the main event! Here we go! It's my time to shine!
Murder! I mean, what?
Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case. Death to all deplorables. Ruin to the vile mystery labyrinth.
Oh no! Las Vegas, no! RIP Las Vegas. I guess that's how you solve gambling in one night.
Huh? We're back?
What are you talking about now? Your spirit shouldn't be broken. Yet. The Peacekeepers will take care of you. We have all the time in the world.
Huh? Shinigami! Where are you? Nothing here's changed. What's going on? Shinigami? Are you listening?
Get him!
No, don't get me. Get someone else.
I know who the culprit is.
What?
It's Zilch. He's still alive. He framed me.
What are you talking about? He's already dead.
Huh? But
Shut up! This is not up for discussion. What a waste of time. Take him away.
Really quick, I just want to say, the only thing that I did not pick up on was the car switching. I did have a hunch that the charred body with the stab wound, Aphex's body, was a previous body that was moved. Because it looked familiar. I just didn't piece together that it was Zilch who moved it. So I also had a feeling that car 5 being locked was a lie. And in a way, it was lied because there was no car 5. So.
Shinigami! Where did you go? This isn't what's supposed to happen!
I'm right here!
Aw, she's no longer hot.
You're so cute when you panic, so why head to enjoy the view for a bit?
Stop playing around! Why hasn't the situation changed at all?
He must be hallucinating. Taking him down, take him away!
Way.
What? He's dead!
Oh shit.
Looks like it's over.
Huh? What's over? Shinigami, what's going on?
There's always a price to pay. When I read the soul of the true culprit, the mystery labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But as a price, the source that created the mystery labyrinth also perishes.
The source perishes? Don't tell me.
That's right, the true culprit dies.
Then that report saying Zilch, the true culprit, was dead.
And that solves today's mystery. The true culprit is as dead as a doornail. You're now innocent and free to go, Master. A happy ending. Roll credits!
There's nothing happy about this. Zilch died because I solved the mystery, right?
Huh? He was a dangerous murderer who killed 4 master detectives. He deserved to die.
I mean, I don't think I'm completely free to go. Not even with Zilch being dead.
In that case, say exactly what I'm about to tell you to that gilded idiot over there.
Okay. Swank, did you just receive a report that Zilch was dead?
How did you know that?
I thought so. If he was alive until moments ago, that changes things about this case. Someone who died in front of my eyes, was alive. This is clearly an attempt by the culprit to disguise the truth. Don't tell me the Peacekeepers lied to try to cover up what really happened. You didn't try to frame an innocent person, did you?
What? You think you can weasel your way out of this? You better not forget you're in Kanai Ward now. You're powerless before the might of the Amaterasu Corporation.
No, I didn't mean...
Hey, don't surrender so easily. You were so close.
That does it. You're under arrest. Listen, you got no right to remain silent, and you got no right to call a lawyer either. Take him away.
No. Fuck you guys.
Hold on just a second. Hey, excuse me. Do you have a minute?
You.
It's all good. Let's stop all the fighting. We both have to follow orders from the higher-ups, so let's not do anything
For
that
you,
causes
buddy.
unnecessary tension. Falsifying evidence and testimonies is a drag when it comes time to do the paperwork, right? It's tough keeping things consistent. Just forget about all that and leave it to me, yeah? You know, I saw that the true culprit was alive and well just a bit ago.
What?
If you let us go, I'll cook something up in my report to the World Detective Organization. You don't want trouble, right? If the WDO floods this joint because of you. Your punishment might be kind of brutal. So, you know what to do. Leave things well enough alone, as they say.
Let's go!
Thank goodness that worked out.
This guy looks familiar. Maybe I saw it in the trailer for this or
is he?
something. I don't know.
Beats me?
But he does look familiar. Have I seen you before? I'd like to explore this train again.
Well, I bet that was quite a long trip for you. Welcome to Kanai Ward.
Thanks.
You must be Yuma. Yuma Cocoa Head, right?
I am. And you are?
I'm Yako Furio. I was born and raised in Kanai Ward. Just a humble member of the WDO. I'm the director of the Nocturnal Detective Agency, the only detective agency in Kanai Ward. My office welcomes you. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Thanks. The pleasure is all mine. So he's a detective from the WDO. Finally, I've met an ally. He managed to turn away the Peacekeepers, so he must be in high standing.
Really? He's clearly just some careless, middle-aged man. Oh, by the way, don't tell anyone about yours truly. You might have forgotten, but our secret is included in the contract. It'd be terrible if you broke this rule. To be exact, your whole body would be drained of its blood.
Okay, I won't tell anyone.
Well, even if you did, they'd just assume you're some crazy person.
Now, shall we? Oh, by the way, I'd like to hear the details about this incident.
Right. I'm sorry I kept you waiting. It took a while to get through all the proceedings.
They practically interrogated you, right? Kanai Ward is completely shut off from the outside world. Communication devices, such as cell phones, are confiscated. Cameras are not permitted to leave Kanai Ward either. Even if you smuggle something with reception in, Kanai Ward is a dead zone. Thanks to all that tight closure, nobody's using this fancy station at all.
Did you say no one?
You show a lot of promise, considering how you handled that Amaterasu trouble. I was scared, to be honest. I don't want to deal with them if I don't have to. The thing is, the Peacekeepers always antagonize detectives. As a basic rule, never look them in the eye. They're always itching for a fight. Kinda like mad dogs.
Right.
Amaterasu Corp doesn't want the unified government or the WDO meddling in their matters. I even caught wind of them hiring a hitman.
A hitman?
They plan to wipe out any master detectives before they enter Kanai Ward. The result of which is this Amaterasu Express massacre.
So Zilch was actually a hitman?
Nope. There was a real master detective named Zilch. He was murdered beforehand and used as a disguise. You were in the first car earlier. The real Zilch is laying dead somewhere in there. There was a separate first car at the station before you arrived where Zilch's body was hidden. Then, the 4 train cars that you rode in would arrive at the station in Kanai Ward and connect with the fake first car. That makes a total of 5 dead master detectives at Kanai Ward's platform.
Damn.
With no master detectives left, you would be arrested as the only culprit. That was the plan.
They would go to such lengths?
Absolutely. Even though the plan didn't work, we still lost 5 master detectives. Given the situation, I'm honestly surprised you survived, Yuma.
That's all thanks to me. You're so lucky to be haunted by yours truly.
Wait, if there was a real Zilch, then the number of people on board the Amaterasu Express, including me, that makes 6 people. The numbers still don't add up.
I, Poochie, heard from the World Detective Organization that the number of master detectives on the train was precisely 5.
Oh, I'll explain that later. Anyway, let's leave this place. Wouldn't want to give the Peacekeepers any ideas.
It's raining.
Hey, you're right.
A lot of expedition. Oh, who's this?
Who's that guy?
I don't know,
What's his
maybe
name?
stop him? More of the real... Oh shit, that's just chapter 0. Hey guys, we did it. Man, if I would have stayed awake for 1 extra hour.
I see.
I mean, it's boom killed, you get reward based on how well the monster did silent mystery last
I
night.
remember all of this.
Alright. S! S! SS! Fuck. Yes! I did really well. I did really well. Look at that. Look at that. Deduction and my deduction. Freaking double S. Probably saved myself from some stuff by dodging perfectly. Oh, I gotta be on that Shinigami puzzle. Yeah, save. Oh, I lost a follower. Someone unfollowed. Name.
There's a place I want to show you. It's the best spot to learn about this town. Hey, relax. Don't be so nervous.
Sure.
Come on, this way.
Actually, hold on. Alright, now we're in the prologue. Sorry, there's something on my phone. Um, Oh, you're tired? Yeah, I get it. I mean, if you need to go to bed, go ahead. I don't mind.
You know,
So maybe it's because of the rain, but it's a little eerie.
I love the view of the city from here. Oh no, it's like we're always right at the brink of dawn. Although,
10 more minutes? Alright.
the real dawn will never rise here.
you mean
Maybe.
Amaterasu Corporation?
So I still have about an hour and a half
Kanai
left.
Ward is isolated and out of the UG's reach. Now, Amaterasu is the de facto master of the city. None who wish to live in peace dare defy them. As long as you know your place, life can
Oh,
be pretty
but
good here.
Don't force yourself to
Open
stay
an
if you don't
umbrella,
want to
and the
stay.
rain won't touch you. Wear a raincoat, and you can even take a girl cycling. You know what I mean, right?
Kinda.
A while back, our detective agency used this building. But we were kicked out due to a contract dispute. The owner claimed renting the building out to detectives made the place unpopular. In Kanai Ward, detectives aren't even allowed to have their own offices.
Really?
I don't know what the WDO is thinking, but
Fair
I
enough.
want this town to change.
I wish I didn't
It
have to
should
stream
stay
so
the
late
way
at
it
night.
is. It deserves some peace and quiet. That's why this time around, I don't want any trouble.
I like streaming
It's
midday,
not
but
easy to
sometimes it's
negotiate with
hard.
these people.
I heard that Kanai Ward has a lot of unsolved mysteries.
Screams are part of the daily noise around here. They're kind of like church bells marking sunset. Whenever someone's smiling in that building, someone else in town is weeping. However, we can't go punching the guy who's smiling. We can only offer a handkerchief to those in tears before quietly slipping away. Nothing more is needed anyway. We're not superheroes or anything. We're just detectives.
Just detectives, he says. But he has the resigned smile of someone who's given up. That look tells me exactly the kind of place Kanai Ward is, in a way words couldn't begin to describe.
This fuzzhead dude comes off like an irresponsible geezer. But there's an ominous aura around him. You only end up like that if you've seen death all the time.
Could it be because of this city?
Maybe. Or maybe it's its old man stench.
Something wrong? Is there something on my gorgeous face? Back in the day, I was rather popular with the ladies. You may think that means I'm no longer so popular. And you'd be right.
The rain, it never stops. Does it rain often here?
Oh, this stuff? Fatalists would tell you that all rain must come to a stop. But for the past few years, the rain in our town hasn't stopped falling.
For years?
Yeah, years. It started around, 3 years ago? Weird, huh? Thanks to that, we have no need for weather forecasts.
A city where it's always raining. No wonder things are so dark and damp here.
The rain sure has changed things around here. Both the city and the people, too. Supposedly, there's something in the rain that messes with our bodies and the environment. But it's all hearsay. No one knows why the rain never lets up. But it probably has something to do with Amaterasu.
Kanai Ward. It's such a bizarre place.
Bizarre, huh? You're not gonna make it here if you find this shocking. You'll be seeing a lot of strange things in this city, I'll tell you that much. But there's no need to overcomplicate things. Everything is just an illusion in the rain. Just think of it that way, and you'll be fine. Trust me, it's easier this way.
Is it?
Well, now that I've finished showing you the town, let's head to the agency.
This place. There's a lot more to it than I thought.
What do you mean?
Oh, it smells so good here! It's like there's a florist on every corner!
Really? I don't see any florists.
I didn't mean it literally. To me, nothing smells sweeter than the stench of death.
Stench of death?
Ash and I will go for like another half hour.
Some mysteries all over
I'm
this place.
getting tired myself.
So lovely.
We'll see.
That sounds so ominous.
Hey! The elevator's here!
Right, coming.
Alright. Alright.
Now then.
Yes.
Right. No need to be so nervous. There's nothing dangerous here anyway. Yes, I'm ready. I'm gonna BRB really quick. Grab some pretzels.
This area is called Kamasaki District. It's the busiest and messiest place in all of Ganai Ward. In other words, it's a lively area.
The neon looks magical blurred in the rain. If there really is an illusion in the rain, I think it'd be the streetlights. I don't have any memories of this scenery, but it still makes me all nostalgic. Perhaps I'm from a city like this one.
Maybe.
Maybe if you formed my mind into a shape, it'd look like this place.
Hey, isn't it weird how it's not flooded, given how it's always raining here?
That is
They
weird.
have a good drainage system. See? There's a drain leading to a pipe over there.
That kind of thing creeps me out. Just imagine what would happen if I got sucked in there. Hey! There's a clown in the sewer staring at you!
What?
A clown!
Pennywise.
I explained briefly, but basically, Amaterasu Corp picks on detectives. My colleagues and hired assistants all quit. They said working here as a detective was simply impossible.
So, you've been working as the only detective for the whole city ever since?
It's not like I can change careers. I'm a WDO detective, after all. Clients trust me to do the job. Although, most of my requests involve infidelity or finding lost pets.
What about unsolved mysteries?
The peacekeepers get to handle that. Detectives don't even get close.
That's lame.
Oh, interesting.
No, not interesting.
But
Lame.
now, things could be different since you're all here.
Huh? all?
He can see our ghost.
Yeah, I got a feeling things will be a bit stuffy moving forward.
This sewer looks familiar. Kanai.
Is your
Oh, I gotta look this up. That's Towa City. Okay. No, I don't want to look at it because that's gonna spoil something to me if I specifically look
agency
at it.
up
Alright.
ahead?
Like I said earlier, detectives aren't allowed to work in a proper office in Kanai Ward.
Ugh, must we travel this nauseating path? I'm too blue-blooded for this.
The other master detectives are already waiting at the agency. You're the last to join us.
Other master detectives? But everyone on the train died.
Thanks to that hitman hired by Amaterasu. The WDO anticipated interference. They prepared multiple routes for entry into Kanai Ward. They covered their bases. Other master detectives arrived from routes besides the Amaterasu Express. Both official and unofficial members traveled through these various routes.
I see. So it wasn't just the Amaterasu Express.
Amaterasu Corporation caught on and tried to interfere on all the routes. Granted, they deny any involvement. Some routes were completely stamped out. Yours barely made it.
That tragedy happened to others too.
Excluding you, there are 4 others who survived. Unfortunately, a lot of sacrifices were made. But as a result, you could say master detectives of the highest caliber have been gathered here. Each of you did outsmart Amaterasu and made it here after all.
The highest caliber? Hearing Master get complimented really annoys me.
Why?
I wonder what these surviving Master Detectives are like. So exciting, so mysterious.
Cutscene, so we have to keep walking. Cutscene, please. Either give me dialogue or give me cutscene. Oh, thank you.
Here we are.
Where's the agency?
Not here.
It's right here.
Hey, don't lie to me, blue hair man.
Remember this, Yuma. The most important things cannot be seen by the eye.
Oh, is it underwater? Damn it! Why is it always underwater?
This is the agency?
I thought my eyes were gonna pop out.
Welcome to the Nocturnal Detective Agency. What, you expected something a bit tidier? I guess I wouldn't call this place clean myself. But isn't it awesome? Our own submarine!
Akuo.
Is this really it?
Okawa.
Our office is a sub?
You've been assigned to a sinking ship of a detective agency.
Woman? Can't tell. That's a man right there. That one's a man. I can tell by the hands. Woman right there. That one's a woman. That's a man.
Thanks for waiting, everyone. Our final new member has arrived at last.
Watch it! Don't just come barging in here.
Sorry. What are you talking about? This is my detective agency, isn't it?
Victory is mine. Pay up.
Alright, yep, woman.
But hold on, that doesn't count. It was an accident thanks to the chief barging in here.
Nonsense. You should have expected him to return from his errand.
I like this one already.
You should have realized he was back when our submarine resurfaced.
When you put it like that.
With my logic, anything is possible.
What are they?
I would love to see her logic.
Hey, what are you doing with those matches? No fire is allowed on my sub.
It's just a little game. He strikes the matches one by one. He wins if he lights 10 in a row. But if he fails even once, I win. And he failed. Thus, I get all the cash.
Hang on, it was lit. The chief opened the door, which blew it out. I succeeded in lighting it, so the game continues. Next is the 7th, right? Hey, Ref, how many matches was it? You can check by counting the number of chocolates on the table.
Sure thing. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, don't eat those for using them to count! How many are we missing now? 2 or 3? Come on, princess. How many did you eat? Be honest.
2 or 3. What comes after 3? I never remember since I so rarely count that high. Please give me just a moment to recall it.
I love her. I'm in love.
It's all ruined.
Why don't you count the number of matchsticks you've used instead?
Oh, right. I'll just count the matchsticks in the ashtray. Why the hell are there so many? Didn't you say no open flames are allowed in here?
It's harder to quit than you think.
Aha! I remember. The number 4 comes after 3. So the answer is 4. Huh? But there is still a chocolate missing.
Hang on, there were more than 4 to begin with. Did you eat another one? What? You're eating it right now!
It is too delicious. So this is what commoners eat. Interesting.
Oh gosh, she's rich.
It is simply heavenly.
Keep in mind,
Anyway,
she solved the murders of her own train.
Enough. I'm
Or
using my authority as chief
Roots.
to end this game. And no more gambling. You understand you're in Kanai Ward? Don't give the Peacekeepers any reasons to drop in on us. Virtue, honesty, and staying the hell out of trouble. That's our motto here at Nocturnal Detective Agency. Got it? Now then, I'd like to introduce you to our final team member. Yuma Coco Head. A round of applause, please.
Nice to meet you all.
I was hoping they'd be amazing detectives, but they all look kind of dumb. I wonder which one of them will die first. Him or me?
Hey, knock it off! They managed to get past Amaterasu's attacks. I'm sure they're all amazing.
Now then, Yuma, let me introduce everyone to you. First, the one sitting over there is Halara Nightmare. a
Halara.
great master detective. The first to arrive at Kanai Ward. The little match boy over there is Desuhiko Thunderbolt.
Desuhiko.
Wait, who's the match boy?
The beautiful lady next to him is Fubuki Clockford. She is the heiress to the famous
Fubuki.
Clockford family.
Fubuki.
A pleasure to meet you.
And the one inside the fireplace?
What, fireplace? Why there of all places?
Why not?
He says it's calming in there. Anyway, his name is Vivia Twilight.
Vivia. Alright.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Right, now that we're all here,
Fubuki is my favorite, and
let's have a
Elena.
seat.
Sit down right here.
Everyone on the train died besides you? That sucks. Had I been on the Amaterasu Express, I would have solved it before anything had gone down. Damn. Missed the chance to show off my superstar self.
This short stack is so arrogant.
I want to call him arrogant.
Yuma, do you like chocolate?
Yes.
Yeah, a bit.
Did you know that chocolate grows on cacao trees? The sight of all those trees with their shining silver fruit must be so splendid.
I think the silver part is just the wrapper.
Huh? Does it not grow on the tree like this? Ah, I see. I thought I was peeling back its silvery husk. What a misunderstanding to make for an adventurer.
She's a
such as
detective?
myself.
Adventurer?
Correct. I am an adventurer and a detective. It is nice to make your acquaintance.
I have
Nice
questions.
to meet you too.
You purposely came over to talk to me? You're so kind, Yuma. Don't worry. They aren't avoiding me or anything. I prefer to be alone. A place like this gives me a sense of peace and quiet. I want to die someday.
Oh, what the fuck?
I have no idea what to say to him.
So you're the survivor from the Amaterasu Express massacre. You don't look like much.
That's thanks to yours truly! Otherwise, Master would have died right away.
Alright.
Yuma, I'm sure you're tired from your long journey. Go ahead and find a spot to sit.
Sure.
Okay.
Now, all remaining agents sent to the Nocturnal Detective Agency are here. There are a lot less of you than what we originally planned. Well, regardless of how many people we would have gotten, we'd still be no match against the Peacekeepers' numbers. So, we'll keep laying low down here and avoid provoking them, as we've been doing.
Huh? You want to stay submerged in this filthy river? I didn't come here to rot like sewage! I want to make a grand entrance, solve all unsolved mysteries, and become a superstar detective! Oh, and once I'm rich and famous, I'll make you all my assistants.
In Kanai Ward, solving cases won't make you famous. All information is controlled by the Peacekeepers. They simply conceal anything that's inconvenient to them. If you want to be famous in this town, it's much easier if you're a villain.
I see. Got it.
Wait, don't actually do it! Don't instigate anything with those guys. Got it?
I'm just kidding around.
Why is the WDO gathering
Halara.
against detectives in Kanai Ward?
Hey, Lara.
What do
Halara.
they want us to do?
Honestly, I don't know what the WDO is thinking either. I just found out about this recently myself.
You didn't receive any instructions?
Not yet, at least. I'm hoping they'll call us eventually. But before that, there's something I need to verify first. Yuma, it's about you.
Huh? Me?
I heard the Peacekeepers talking and learned about it back then, but... Do you really have amnesia?
Huh? Amnesia?
Yeah, seems like I do. I don't remember anything from before getting on the Amaterasu Express.
Ah, then you and I are alike. We are amnesia buddies, Yuma.
Huh? Fubuki, you too?
Indeed. I cannot remember what I had for breakfast. I cannot even recall how I got here.
I think you're just forgetful.
Don't make things even more complicated.
My apologies.
What is the source of your amnesia? Is Amaterasu Corporation responsible?
No, it doesn't seem likely. I was still at the station when I woke up.
So you really don't remember anything. I'm surprised you got past Amaterasu's attacks like that.
I probably can't tell him it's thanks to the pact I made with the Death God.
You better not. Talking about me breaks the contract.
I think I was just lucky. Chief saved me in the end.
Wow, you can work off your debt to me. So you really don't know who you are? In other words, you don't remember if you're a detective?
That's correct. Oh, but I do have a letter from the WDO. And this outfit is definitely mine because it fits perfectly.
I don't doubt you. That's not what I'm worried about. I've already verified your identity.
Huh? You know who I am?
I didn't just daydream in the park and feed pigeons while y'all were heading here. I checked the routes everyone used and provided support wherever I could. Unfortunately, most of the info was kept secret, so supporting you was all I could do. At the very least, did manage to obtain info about the Amaterasu Express. Then again, it was mostly thanks to Halara and Desuhiko since they arrived so early.
I got the passenger list from Amaterasu Corporation using my special forte. That ability is top secret, so I'm not gonna tell you about it just yet.
Your name was on the passenger list, Yuma. Once we knew your name, obtaining more information was easy. I researched the histories of everyone on the list.
This doesn't sound like something you need to hear.
What? Of course it is! I might finally get to learn about my past! So, who am I?
The truth might surprise you, but among the master detectives registered at the WDO, no individual with the name Yuma Kokohead exists.
What do you mean?
5 master detectives were summoned to the Amaterasu Express. That is an undisputable fact. But a detective in training was also summoned.
Detective in training?
That's you, Yuma. Looks like you've been working toward being a detective at the WDO. You may be part of the organization, but you haven't earned your stripes just yet.
So, I'm not really a master detective yet?
That sounds about right. You never fail to amuse me, Master.
Despite that, I know for sure you'll be an integral part of our team. I reviewed your profile in the WDO records, and it turns out you have a phenomenal ability.
An ability? So I do have some sort of special power too?
Your record claims that you're a great cook. Would you mind making us breakfast from now on?
Your lake is made.
I don't know if I can. I don't have any memories about cooking. Never mind. Did my profile mention anything else? Like where I used to live or my personal history?
It didn't have any details of the sort. You see, you've got a trainee's profile, not a proper master detective's.
I see.
You know, trainees are kind of like appetizers at a restaurant, don't you think? I guess that makes you the appetizer detective! Don't worry, I'll do my best to train you from the ground up to be a great detective.
What's wrong? There's nothing to feel ashamed about. Everyone starts off as a trainee. Also, not everyone can use their forte from the get-go. Though some are born rather gifted. Still, no matter how much talent you have, you require the right training to make the most use of your abilities. No matter how smart they are or how dexterous their fingers, no surgeon dives straight into surgery. The same goes for master detectives. If you want to do things the right way, you have to learn it.
So everyone here also trains at the World Detective Organization?
The WDO requires a 2-year training period for all agents, no exceptions. During that time, the agent's paranormal disposition is honed into a forensic forte, specializing in investigation. And those who manage to develop their forte are certified as master detectives.
Like me. Plus, once you become a master detective, you get a detective deed from the WDO.
By the way, not all detectives working for the WDO are master detectives. There are regular detectives, like myself, who don't have fortes.
Oh, really?
I still got my detective deed. It doesn't say master detective on it, but it still holds the same weight. A forte mostly depends on innate talent. Some people will never develop it, no matter how much effort they put in. But that doesn't mean they can't be a detective. Anyone can get a detective deed as long as they complete their training.
So, is that my case as well? I don't think I have any special abilities.
There is no record about your forte. You could be like me and have no special powers.
I knew it.
Who cares about that? You've got me, Master.
Look, there's no need to be so down about having no forte of your own. That has nothing to do with whether you're a good detective or not. Even a kid or a delinquent can be a master detective if they're good at one thing. But detectives with no special abilities must pass basic testing with flying colors before they're certified. So, in fact, you could say those without special abilities make better detectives.
Oh, you're just tooting your own horn, old man.
But being both a capable detective and a master detective would be even better. Such as myself.
You're tooting your own horn, too.
Anyway, whether you have an ability or not, the fact remains that you've been striving to be a detective.
So, I wanted to be a detective.
Also, keep in mind that despite being a trainee, you were given a directive. That's pretty impressive. You must be quite capable. I mean, master detectives were killed, but you managed to survive.
I'm not sure if that's right.
I am sure you shall eventually remember all that you have forgotten, Yuma. Although, I still do not remember what I ate this morning, let alone yesterday's weather.
It was raining. It's always raining.
Oh, right. Is she this dumb on purpose? I think she's putting on an act. Maybe she's a giant skink. It's boom kill time if you fall for her, Master.
I didn't do anything.
By the way, my agency treats both trainees and detectives as the same thing. To all you master detectives, you better not drop your guard or the rookie here's gonna steal your thunder.
Got it.
Go ahead and try. Too bad for you, rookie. I'm gonna take all the medals.
I have no desire to compete.
You senior detectives sure are a handful. Vivia, anything you'd like to say to the newbie?
No, not really.
A call?
That's the direct line to the World Detective Organization. So, they're finally contacting us. All communication in Kanai Ward is shut out from the outside world.
Should someone
That
answer it?
phone is rather special. And obviously, it's kept secret from the Amaterasu folk.
Shouldn't you answer
If
it?
they're contacting us, maybe they'll finally give us our orders.
Maybe we should answer it?
Go ahead, rookie.
Huh? You want me to answer?
Maybe we should answer.
Master!
Hello, Nocturnal Detective Agency. Please state your business.
Good work, all of you. I assume everyone is present? So few of you survived. Far less than I anticipated, but considering who survived, this should suffice.
What the hell? Who's this grandpa? He acts like he's hot shit.
What beats me? I've never seen him before. My contact is usually someone totally different.
Perhaps he dialed the wrong number?
No, that's impossible. This is a direct line to the WDO. Who are you? Would you mind telling us your name?
A name. Unfortunately, I discarded my name long ago. Now, I simply go by Number 1. I'm sure you've heard of me.
Number 1?
You're joking! Seriously?
My sincerest apologies for my rude behavior.
I didn't expect number 1 himself to appear. This must be very serious business then.
Is he a big deal or something?
Number 1 is the top master detective, leader of the World Detective Organization.
The top detective of the WDO?
He rarely ever shows himself. Thus, no one knows his true identity. He is only known among detectives as number 1.
He's the top of the World Detective Organization?
It's just some old man.
Hey!
I am here to give those of you who arrived your instructions. There is a dangerous secret lurking here, which we refer to as Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Kanai Ward's ultimate secret?
However, Kanai Ward's ultimate secret isn't a problem affecting only this city. There is a chance it relates to the ongoing great global mystery. Hence why I chose to deliver your orders directly. Move swiftly to investigate Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. Doing so will assist us in solving the great global mystery. That is all.
Huh? That's it? How about some clues?
Why do you think you're there? If you're a detective, search for clues yourself. Providing information beforehand will merely result in misconceptions.
Understood.
Do you recall the World Detective Organization's creed? A detective must never overlook a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed. A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
I heard that every single day during training. But it's not something you can easily put into practice.
Is that true, Master?
I don't remember at all.
Mysteries are the greatest threat to humanity. The WDO will not allow mysteries to go unsolved. They shall be eradicated with sagacious wit and indomitable will. We must guide the lost souls of victims to paradise in the name of truth. Go forth, proud detectives. Eliminate all mysteries from this world.
Hey, did you hear that? We got a direct order from number 1. We play our cards right, we're guaranteed to get promoted. I'm hyped.
It isn't so simple. Just look at how much we sacrificed to get you here. Kanai Ward's ultimate secret must have something to do with Amaterasu Corporation. Which means we have to snoop on them. They're gonna wipe us out!
So it's a full-on war then. The WDO is serious.
War is awful. I myself am a pacifist.
Well, it's something we have to do from here on.
There you go again with your jokes.
Fubuki, were you listening?
Huh? I was. However, I was also lost in my own thoughts.
You weren't listening then!
So, Chief, any ideas about Kanai Ward's ultimate secret?
This place has so many secrets that I have no idea where to start. But one thing that comes to mind is this unending rain, I think.
He said that it has something to do with the great global mystery, too.
I have no clue what that is.
Well, for now, let's sneak into Amaterasu Corp and start gathering up info.
Don't you dare do anything dangerous like that. It's not like they're leaving secrets in easy-to-reach spots.
Well, then what are we supposed to do?
You really want to know? The right thing to do is absolutely nothing.
Incorrect.
Jeez. How did it end up like this?
come on. You need to snap out of it, Chief.
I've got a bad feeling about all this. Who would have guessed number 1 would show up? Ah! All I wanted was to sink quietly into the river.
Are things really that bad?
Yeah, lives are at stake here. Danger is a daily occurrence in all of Kanai Ward.
I'm used to wagering my life like poker chips. It feels like my path.
Maybe for you, but I'm not that way. Who said I wanted that? I got it. Let's pretend like we didn't hear a thing. No, I know that's impossible. Given the sacrifices that were already made, the WDO can't back down now. I guess we have no choice.
Chief Yako.
Yako.
Everything that goes down in this city is handled by the Peacekeepers of Amaterasu Corporation. They simply fabricate or cover things up in whatever way's most convenient for them. In other words, the truth they're hiding may be connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Some of these cover-ups may be clues for unsolved mysteries then.
But there are tons of cases where they covered up the truth.
Then what we need to do is clear.
Huh?
Don't stare at me, dumbfounded rookie. We've got to crush each unsolved mystery one by one.
With all of them?
I suppose that's one way to solve whatever's going on.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, fine. All right, listen up. Truth be told, I wish this day had never come. But part of me knew that it was inevitable. Our goal now is to expose Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. We'll be up against Amaterasu Corporation. So please, be extremely careful. We don't know what these guys will do to interfere with us. That said, you all survived the deadly trip to get here, so I'm sure you're up to the challenge. We've been trapped in this rain for a long time now, but it's time to put an end to that. Please, help me save this city.
You heard him, Master. I love it. Things are getting interesting. Mystical.
About to breathe? Fuck.
In the unending rain, through the winding neon cityscape, draped in my raincoat, I roam in search of my missing memories. What secrets lurk in this labyrinth of drainage pipes? We have yet to find the answer.
No.
The
That-
story of detectives facing the darkness that enshrouds the truth is about to begin.
Trench coat girl looked like Poochie a little bit. Hey guys, look! The game's starting. I get the name now. Lee Connors, Koyo Do, XC Hyun, Alex Lee, Kaji Tang, her. She looks familiar. Why does she look familiar? And the girl in the mask, who is she? Girl in the tower in the mask, who is she? Is she familiar? Oh shit, the robots. I remember the robot from the Lost and Found. Alright, so these are our main characters, not the train people. Alright, spoilers! Whoa! 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 Did that say Makoto? Something? Hold it. Hold on. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. No, this is different Makoto. Gotcha. I think I know the world's biggest unsolved mystery. What the fuck was the edited Danganronpa 3? It's a Tokyo game. Not Tokyo, Tokyo. Alright, we finished the prologue. Cool. Save. Okay. Pause. I'm ending stream. I'm reading out. I'm going to bed. Hope you guys enjoyed. Oh shit, that's not one. I hit the wrong one. Raid channel. Let's raid hot saucing. And we're raiding. Goodbye, stream.